What is good with the YouTube? It is your boy Sean Rock to the represent mandatory thrive HGBM, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I am back again with another video. And in this video I'm going to talk about a very sensitive subject to a lot of people, but I'm going to give my best assessment and give my best understanding and try to hit as many points as I possibly can. This video will be freestyle, so it won't be very clean, but I definitely have some checkpoints that I want to cover to kind of get to where I'm going. And this video is about why I believe social media has been more of a detriment and more destructive to the flow of society and humanity than it has been beneficial. Now, when I speak of social media, I do speak of social media in entirety, but when I speak of social media, I speak of a specific social media platforms like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Now, we do know that Reddit, YouTube, Google, to a certain extent, these are all social media platforms, but I don't believe that YouTube, Reddit, and different places like that have the same effects, in my opinion, on society or on me personally. It doesn't affect me the same way that actual social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all of those different sites do. I don't believe they have the same effect. So first thing first, and I'm going to use my own self as an example, things that I've actually did, things that I've done to experiment, and things that I've done on purpose. Number one, on YouTube, it's really hard for you to be completely fake, right? You can almost be as fake as you would have to be in person, because it's video based. So your mannerisms, your attitude, your body language is going to be very, very visible. However, on social media per se, regular social media like Facebook, Instagram, all of these different things, your body language don't have to be noticed or anything. You can just have words and pictures. So you could take 10. So this is something that I've done, right? You could take 10 pictures and find the proper one with the best lighting, and it's going to make you look the best, right? You could take pictures with the best outfits at the best times in your house, and all of this different stuff. And this, number one, reason why I believe that this is very detrimental is because you're setting the expectation for yourself that you can't meet, and you're setting the expectation for someone else that you can't meet for them. Not only that, you're in this constant rat race, right? Like, you ever went to, I remember going to parties when I was younger, right? I remember I would work 40 hours a week, and then I would hustle to, I would sell my little weed on the side, no pun intended, just when I was younger. And, I would do my little thing, and I would go to parties, man. And, you gotta buy drink, you gotta buy smoke, you gotta buy new outfits. You gotta constantly have jokes. And it was like, the moments was like super duper high and super duper low, but it was like this constant race in this chasing of attention and validation, but it was like always empty. Like, you can't grip it, but it's like you're yearning for that adrenaline rush. I feel the same exact thing with social media. And I just believe that this is just an unhealthy cycle, because you're constantly on this chase, right? for attention, validation, and acceptance. And it's from a normal place, right? We're normal humans, so we want attention and validation, and of course to get our dopamine off, right? We are dope heads. Everybody loves dopamine. So everybody's trying to find the quick and easiest method to get their dopamine hit. And dopamine is just feel good emotions and feelings in the heart and the mind and all of that. So that's the first thing that I see. It just creates an unrealistic expectation for you, for others, and it's like this constant chasing of the wind. That's number one. Number two, which I believe people don't like to talk about, and I think people think that this is cool, it just gives you too much access to promiscuous sex, man, without no type of engagement. Like, and you can do this in person, but it's just different on social media, man. Like you can literally be dealing with mad people and nobody even know. You know what I'm saying? Because social media has just made it that simple. You make a profile, they make a profile. You send a couple choosing signals through your pictures. She send a couple choosing signals through her pictures. Y'all get together. Which, I mean, casual sex, if that's your thing, cool. But what I'm saying is that it's taking away the natural flow of having to be relational and having to have communication skills and having to be able to engage to even have casual sex. Like it's taken away from that, and then a lot of people are getting options, in my opinion, that they don't deserve, right? Because they're creating an illusion. And me being one of those people, I've done this, right? I've literally set up situations where, I've used social media to get no strings attached sex. Which leads to my third point. It seems like it's mostly supposed to be business, but unless your business is really already growing, it seems to me, because I post pictures a lot of times and I'm not being promiscuous. I know when I know my motives when I'm doing something for a certain reason, when I'm not. 90% of the time I'm doing it for the right reasons. And all of the engagement that I'm getting is based on sex and social stuff, like relational things. It's not based on business, even though my intent is to be on there building my business. The bulk of the engagement that I'm getting is based on relationship pursuits, right? I'm trying to build a business. They trying to, get to know me, per se. Which leads to my next point, that I feel like social media puts you in a position, like I've done this experiment, social media puts you in a position, or at least me, not YouTube. I don't feel like this about YouTube. It puts you in a position where you're talking about what you're doing, or you're not able to really do what you're trying to do because you're too busy trying to post about it. Like, that's like, I've always noticed that my workouts suffer the most when I'm trying to post on social media. Now, because I am, fitness is part of my business, I get that, but for the most part, doing it on social media just becomes a hassle, man, and it takes away from the flow of the workout, because you're constantly trying to, record and post and all of this other stuff, when that whole time you could be, instead of posting about the book you're reading, or posting about the book you're writing, or posting about your business, or posting about blah 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 blah, you could be just doing it, right? And I find that I haven't been on social media. I got back on social media just one day, for yesterday and today. Then I'm cutting it back off for another 2 weeks. I find that you just end up using a lot of extra time and resources, like trying to show what you're doing than actually doing it. And all of the majority of my gains in my life, I've gotten when I wasn't on social media. So these are just a couple ways I feel like social media is really destructive. I feel like it gives a false illusion of a self-esteem. It creates false narratives. It gives people's options that they shouldn't have, that's not beneficial for them, including myself. It takes way too much time, man, and it creates, in my opinion, too much extra rework. Right? You're just spending too much time posting, looking, waiting, going back and forth. You do a lot of that. Where sites like YouTube and stuff like that, I feel like I'm just learning stuff, finding people, and I feel like it's more life-based. I feel like it's more relatable, it's more communication oriented, whereas like on Instagram it's just like a bunch of pictures, and then it's like, if you're trying not to watch porn, or you trying not to do this, like you go on Instagram and it's like you're not even trying to look at this stuff, and then it's like an ass fest that just pops up, just chocolate booties, brown booties, white booties, light skin booties, all different type of flavor booties just popping down your shit, and you just like, oh my gosh, like what is going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? And it just be there, and then it's like people on it. Like, this thing don't bother me. I don't like when I see other men with great physiques and all of that stuff never gets to me. Like, that stuff motivates me. Like, that stuff gets me excited. That gets me to move forward. But I will say, like, seeing half naked women ass everywhere, like, been over that ass too fat, go ahead and been over that ass too fat, like, just seeing that just all day, like, it just be too much. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like about social media too, because it's just like, it's just buns just be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's borderline porn. Like, especially like if you go into the reels and all of that stuff, like, it just, like, you can't even control it. Like, it's just coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even stop it for real. It's just like, just more booties and booties and booties, and you just like, come on, like, I can't watch this. Like, this is just too much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my little soap op on social media. I've been doing the experiment, like I said. I've been taking 2 weeks off, and then I'm gonna do either one day a week where I get on and I see how I feel, and then one day, and then. So I'm going to talk about how I feel. So I got back on social media because I've gotten off social media for like 2 years. And my original goal was to just say, fuck social media. I don't want to be on there. I'm going to close it out. But I'm going to just do this experiment for like the next 4 to 6 months and just see how I feel, man. Like, I'm just going to see how I feel. Right now, it's not looking too good because I feel drained. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I got a lot of people that's just like in my situation that when I'm not posting it or nothing, like, I just never hear from these people. But it's like a bunch of I love yous and this and this and that when I post something, right? But then when I post something on YouTube, or if I post something business based, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just an exhausting process, and I'm just being real and genuine about my experiment. So I'm going to keep doing this for a little while, and then I'm going to make eventually make the conscious decision whether I'm going to eliminate social media for good or keep it on. So I hope this video helps, man. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great. Don't stop. It's your boy Sean Rock Till. I'm signing out. Peace.